Hello everyone, petar.jacimovic here from vikefanalysis.com. I want to post the video explanation as I promised it to my followers and my subscribers. I promised that I will post the video explanation about my positioning on the GBP USD today. And if you follow my work again on the Forex Factory Trade Art of Trading by Petar Serbia, or if you follow my Twitter, you'll probably know that I positioned myself. I sold, I got one transaction around 1.3990 level, where I sold with around 35 pips stop loss, and my aiming is around 130, 140 pips in potential return and potential take profit. The reason why I entered is pretty much because of I got liquidity I want, the price action confirmed, and the intermarket coloration was also very good for selling. And we will start explanation with first of all, is if you see this price action here before the news today, manufacturing on the British pound, before the release we got also massive, very solid buying climax, not ultra massive something, but let's say solid buying climax with a 55 pips in a 15 minutes. The tick volume spiked up as well, and this was a buying climax, and the reaction after that from sellers was also back up there in about 55 pips lower. And then we got the news time, which is this bar here, which we got the news for the British pound, and news actually didn't came good for British pound, but anyway crowd reacted, crowd bought there, and probably because of the fear, because they have some buying positions, and they have probably because of the fear, you know, because it's creating the fear. And when we got some news, doesn't matter what the result of the news, the first reaction, the first hour or 2 hours even, it can be also because of the fear. And we exactly saw that here after the news, which didn't came out very good for GBP. Price actually went like 100 pips higher. So in this moment we got the classic fix. If you follow my work, if you watch my webinar, this is a classic fix when they do the banks doing this maneuver to close the buyers who bought at this stage earlier before the news. They, with this bar, since this bar spiked here, went here lower and then back up here, they close their stop loss orders. They also bring some breakout traders, because breakout traders saw the breakout of the this swing low, they started to sell, but price back up and closed them as well. So this is pretty much shaking out the crowd, let's say most of the crowd. What happened next? We got the buying climax, but this time after the news. It's a 50 pips climatic bar. On the futures market we also got about 7.5k contracts traded in this moment here, and it was a for sure intraday buying climatic action. After that we got very small real body here and high force with weak results, since the volume was very high and the reaction was very weak. This is a first sign of the weakness after the buying climax. So now we got the buying climax in the high force with weak result, with the second sign of the potential sellers, you know, in the market. And then the third one, it happened in the third bar, which is the uptrust bar. The sellers overcame demand at this stage, and we saw the professionals start to sell here. Okay, so you have already three signs of the professional selling started. Then the supply came in, but the demand still wanted higher prices. There is some demand left, like present on the market, and we got here a good demand bar, but the very next bar it's a no demand bar, and this is the area. After this, in this area I established my selling position here. After that point, price went like 70-75 pips lower, and as you see, price rejected from for example 200 MA on 15 minutes and so on, but price is right now going higher, back up like 35 pips, you know. So my final target, I've secured my transaction. My first stop loss original was here. I placed on the break even, and now I'm awaiting my potential 1.3214 risk reward ratio. I decided to keep this position as well, but there is nothing big here happening. This bar, it's for example, this is not selling climax. This bar here, it's not selling climax. Also, on the other markets, intermarket coloration, it's not selling climax, so I didn't close. If this was a massive selling climax and if it went like very strongly, much more in this, I will close for sure before my fixed target, but this is still in control. Of course, this is some reaction from buyers. They still want the higher price, but of course professional are in the strongholders are on the market, so it's very hard for price to go for potentially to catch my stop loss, which is 45 pips away from current price. My final target, and let's say my target from today's trade, is this cluster, demand cluster, and the strong support area where we saw the demand actually and the buyers start to buy at this stage here, and that's the area around 1.3850. So I will wait for this. This is my fixed target, but if I see that I need to close earlier, if I see some signs of the strength coming in, I will close. It doesn't matter if I'm 1-2 or 1-1 ratio in the plus. So again, this is an explanation and a reasoning. Also, there is an upward trend line. If you observe this upward trend line, we pretty much broke very strongly here. We're trying with retesting here, and right now we are in sideways, which is normal because we are going right now slowly and steady to the 80th session, and so on and so on. So the large banks, hedge funds, and so on work usually from London open to London close. So right now we expect low liquidity until again London open, London session start tomorrow. And there is also news for British pound, which can also do some movement. Anyway, I'm secured already, so I don't need to worry about that news too much because I cannot lose anything. But for sure I will pay attention to that news and see how to react on the price action. And probably, maybe I hope that price can move lower on the news and before the news or reach my target. So I will scale out for sure near this area. I don't want to chase the market going for more and more. So the big thing which makes the difference between the professionals and the rest of the traders is basically because of that perfect waiting for the perfect conditions, having the patience to wait the perfect condition for setup at the first place. So don't rushing setups every day and think that every day is actually a good day for trading. It's not like that. So you must understand what conditions are good, and then once you understand that and you learn that point, you must master that, and then you start the process of establishing positions, but then you have processing of managing position and proper scaling out, which is also very important factor in professional trading, because if you don't scale out properly, you can lose your good positioning. And sometimes I saw that actually a lot of traders waste their good positioning. Some of them position even where near the area where the professionals will position themselves, but the difference is they don't know where to scale out, when to scale out, and so on. So again, a very good setup from early morning. Not so ultra big buying climax, but for sure it's a climatic action, and we need to. That's why I established one position. It's not ultra massive. It's not like 200-300 pips movement, but it's still the climax, which can bring later on sellers on to join more and more sellers, and it can be a turning point on the short-term perspective. We will see what will bring us, what the news will tell us tomorrow, and how the crowd will react, and how the traders will react on tomorrow's news and tomorrow, releases. We have also released for the USD, in America. There is also some big high impact news, so we must pay attention and watch this and properly scale out if we got chance. If not, even if the price go on close to the break even, it's okay. We secure position, we cannot lose, so it's totally worth to wait and see what will happen. It's also not bad if I exit near this stage here, take the 1-2 ratio. It's not bad at all, but I decided this time to keep this position and to try to catch this, let's say probably 140 pips and almost something like 3.5 risk reward ratio. So that's pretty much that. Again, to learn my method and my methodology and my understanding and my principle in the trading, and how I make my views and calls, and what is my daily routine, and how to follow the professional money, and how to read activity, which is very, very important, and also fundamental aspect of the intermarket. My advice is pretty much to start my mentorship program, and absolutely you will absolutely understand everything you need, and you will have the routine you need, you will have knowledge, and you will not need anything else once you finish mentorship program, just to practice and master the knowledge you will get from me. So also after the program, I'm in touch with all my students. We are in the Skype call pretty much when something good happens, when there is some possibilities, some opportunities. So it's very, very big mentorship program where you would absolutely learn and technical aspect of trading, and also fundamental and intermarket aspect of analysis, and the importance of fundamental and intermarket analysis. So again, if you want seriously in this, you must treat seriously this business, because this is the most serious business in the world. It's the largest business in the world, and it's taking very big effort from trader, investor to master and learn how to benefit from the right conditions. Okay, that's the key part. There is two things in the investing. It's the major things. It's when to invest and what conditions are good to invest, and then later on where to exit and where to scale out and profit from your investing. Okay, so these two things, it's a factor of the time, and factor of the profit, because we are all, at the end of the day, we are all here to profit and to create a financial freedom and success, because in 21st century we got a chance, and everyone can trade from the home, have their own trading time, own working hours. There is no bosses here. You can trade for anywhere where you have the internet connection and so on. So this is absolutely freedom, but you must be serious in this and treat this very, very seriously. This is not a game. This is not some random things, or this is not something like it's very easy. If you think it's not easy at all, to get to the stage where you understand the market and to read the activity and to master yourself, pretty much to have the patience, to read the right conditions. So to build experience on this as well, it takes time, like everything in life, pretty much. So this is not something like if you have the whatever you use, for example, you read some book about, let's say, just example, Elliott wave theory, and you trade according to that. That's just a theory, and there is nothing too much about the volume aspect and activity and reading activity, which is the key part in investing in any financial market. There is nothing about intermarket correlation in the Elliott wave theory. It's just one type of technical analysis and the view, the technical view of the point. Pretty much same with everything. If you use moving averages like additional tool, or if you use moving averages like main tool, it's totally wrong, because moving averages are something which are just one part of the trading, which is something like additional into real trading. It's not actually real that much important at all. So what's the most important thing? It's the price action itself combining with the volume in this price action. So these are key things, and everything else is like additional for helping us, like Fibonacci ratios and so on. It's a really helpful tool and so on, but at the end of the day, they're only tools which can help us in our scaling out, in our proper positioning and so on, but they're not main focus. Main focus is volatility and the price action. Okay, that's this is all for me on this video. I hope you liked the video, and if you like my video, feel free to comment on my YouTube channel. Also, feel free to follow my work on Forex Factory Trad, the Art of Trading by Petar Serbia is the trad name, and also follow me on the Twitter if you like to start cooperation. I'm also doing I'm also managing accounts, 20K. It's minimum capital for managing, and also of course mentorship program. If you're interested, just add me on the Skype. I will write my Skype username in the description of the video, so you can add me and we can talk. That's all. Wish you good trading and trade safe.